So today I want us to talk about grief. Grief. Grief is that period or that feeling of intense sorrowfulness. Huh? You have intense sorrowfulness because maybe you've lost someone very close to you, a relative, a friend, such. And grief can, how do we grieve? People grieve differently. People show how they took maybe the loss of a person. People handle loss of people differently. People handle loss of a loss of a parent, a loss of maybe a sibling, a loss of a friend. They handle it differently. It's very good and very important for us to be able to know how people react to grief and be able to work with them every stage of their grieving. Some will take short time. Some people will grieve for one day and they are done. Others will do 1 week and they're done. And there are those that will prolong that. There are those that will do for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they're still grieving. You don't judge them, you don't crucify them. You try to understand them. You try to maybe understand how did they relate with this person. How some people value relations so much, be it sibling to sibling, parent, they value it so much such that if a person departs and they know they've departed for good, they'll really mourn that person. They'll mourn them for days on end, days on end. So it is very important to know when someone is grieving, how are you going to support them? What kind of support do you need them? Do you need? Some people, I normally say, some people, you wonder them day by day. As it comes, you ask them, how are you today? Don't ask you, how have you been? And you know they've lost someone, don't go and ask, how have you been? Just ask them, how are you today? Leo umeamkaje? How are you today? So it's a step by step thing, it's a day by day thing. You know that something that just happens and it's done with. I said some people can grieve for just a day and they are okay. And there are those can grieve for 2 3 years. I personally, I know I grieved for my dad. When I lost my dad, I think it took me like 10 years to overcome everything. And then in the same space, I lost my brother, and it drew me off kabisa again for like 5 years. I could sit down and I remember him, such things. I know that I don't remember him now, but what I'm saying is grief has stages. No, just understand if this person is in which stage of grief. Is it so fresh? Ama they've walked through the phase and they are somewhere, they're in a comfort zone now. So just understand the person and work with the people who are grieving. Work with the people, hold their hand, know the kind of questions to ask, know what to say, and center what you are saying to them. Be very cautious, be very human with the emotions.